Welcome to Vedic Counsellor, where ancient Vedic wisdom meets modern scientific insight.
Have you ever felt this pull towards a certain divine energy? Or maybe you've wondered if there's a spiritual guide out there meant just for you. Well, in Vedic astrology, that's a very real thing. It's called your Ishta Devata, your own personal deity. And today, we're going to explore exactly how your birth chart can reveal this incredible personal connection.
So, here's our roadmap. First, we're going to get a really clear idea of what a personal divine guide actually is. Then, we'll get into the good stuff, the exact 4-step astrological method to find yours. After that, we'll decode which planets point to which deities. And finally, we'll talk about the amazing, life-changing benefits of making this connection.
All right, let's start with the big question. What in the world is an Ishta Devata? Now, this isn't about the deity your family has worshipped for generations or the main one at your local temple. Nope, this is something deeply, deeply personal to you and you alone. Your Ishta Devata is the specific form of the divine that your soul is just perfectly in tune with in this lifetime. Think of it as the ultimate spiritual guide, handpicked just for you, whose energy is a perfect match for your soul's unique path. It's basically your direct line to the cosmic source. And your Ishta Devata is not some passive figure just hanging out in the background. It's an active force in your life. It acts as your guide and your shield, a direct bridge to that supreme consciousness. It's a powerful force for dissolving those stubborn karmic blocks. Its whole purpose is to shower you with grace and help you find real, lasting fulfillment.
All right, now for the part I know you've been waiting for. How do we actually find this guide in our own birth chart? We're going to break down the most widely accepted method, which comes from classic Vedic texts. It's a very precise 4-step process, and I'll walk you through it.
Here are the 4 steps. First, we identify a really important planet called the Atmakaraka. Second, we find where that planet is in a special chart called the Navamsa. Third, we count to the 12th house from that spot. And fourth, we figure out which planet holds the key. Okay, let's take a closer look at each one.
So, step 1. Find your Atmakaraka. Sounds complicated, but it's not. It's simply the planet in your main birth chart that has traveled the farthest in its sign, the one with the highest number, the highest degree. This planet is called the soul significator. It basically represents your core desires and the biggest lessons you're here to learn.
Okay, for the next 2 steps, we need to look at a different chart, your Navamsa, or D9 chart. This one reveals your deeper spiritual path. You find your Atmakaraka planet in that chart, and that position gets a special name, the Karakamsha. From that house, you just count 12 houses forward. That 12th house, that's where the magic is. And that brings us to the final step. You look inside that 12th house from your Karakamsha. Now, if there's a planet sitting right there in that house, that's your indicator. Simple. But if the house is empty, no problem. You just look at which planet rules the zodiac sign of that house. That ruling planet becomes your key. Okay, so you've done the astrological legwork. You found your key planet. Now what? Well, this next part is the decoder ring. This is where we translate that planetary energy into a specific divine form, your Ishta Devata. Just take a look at this table. It maps every planet to its corresponding deities. It's pretty amazing, right? So, for example, if your key planet was the Sun, your Ishta Devata could be Lord Rama or Lord Shiva. If it was Venus, you'd feel a pull towards Goddess Lakshmi or Parvati. If Saturn was your planet, maybe Vishnu or Hanuman. See how it works? Each planet vibrates with the energy of these specific divine archetypes. This is how you find your personal match.
So, we know how to find our Ishta Devata. But you might be wondering, why? Why is this connection so important? Well, the ancient texts are very clear. When you engage with this specific divine energy, it can have a massive transformative impact on literally every part of your life.
Spiritually, the benefits are just immense. Connecting with your Ishta Devata is seen as the fast track to moksha, or spiritual liberation. It helps burn away negative karma, opens you up to clear divine guidance through your own intuition, and it has this incredible ability to calm the mind and get rid of fear and anxiety. It's even said that any mantras you chant for this deity become supercharged, way more powerful.
And hey, the benefits are not just spiritual, they are incredibly practical. This connection acts like a powerful shield against negativity. It can help neutralize those difficult placements in your chart, the ones astrologers call doshas, and it can clear those stubborn blocks you might have in your career, your health, or your relationships. It brings success, harmony, and this profound sense of courage you didn't even know you had.
You know, there's a line from the source material that just sums up this whole journey perfectly. It says that connecting with your Ishta Devata aims for a huge shift. It transforms life from struggle to surrender, from confusion to clarity, and from fear to faith. I mean, wow.
So, what all this really tells us is that this deeply personal divine guide isn't just some abstract idea. It's a real energy, and it's actively present and just waiting for you to connect. So the only question left really is, are you ready to start that conversation?
If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel Vedic Counselor. For personal astrology consultation, horoscope analysis, or Vastu consultation, you can contact us on WhatsApp 919219539215 or visit our website www.vediccounselor.com. Thank you for watching.